A random one before, before my last few questions, yeah? Like, you come across as a wife, innit? When are you getting married? When are you getting married?
And that's not for me to ask. I mean, that's not for me to answer, shall I say?
That is it.
That's for someone else to propose.
That's for someone else to propose.
I mean, after this video, brother, whoever you are. Yeah.
Come on, man.
What are your thoughts on, obviously, like, in terms of like all of us, men, women, as assume, we get to a point where we would like to start a family or like settle down and, that side of things. Like, what are you with that side of things in terms of like starting your own family and just, like building a home for you, your future husband and your kids? Where are you with that?
I think it's interesting because, as I said, I've waited 3 years for surgery.
Yeah.
A lot of things were put on hold.
Of course.
A lot of things were kind of dating even,
Yeah.
But I think for me, I'm actually really excited about the prospect of becoming a unit with someone and having little mini people.
Yeah.
Children are always a joy. Not everyone has the ability to have them or wants them.
It's true.
And I think that as well, we have to respect that. But meeting someone that aligns with your values and also your vision, it's a blessing to find that. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm still kind of, would I homeschool? Would I kind of
Very
do
interesting.
what type of schooling would I do? Would I even have the time for homeschooling? But I've got some friends that are doing it really successfully. And that was also another thing I wanted to set up within Wisdom Sync is run workshops for homeschooled children to connect. So do drama workshops or
you still gonna do it,
workshops. Yeah. It's in the works. Because I think that network it's really interesting actually.
Yeah.
It's really interesting and there's some great stuff happening as well.
Yeah. And the reason why I spoke about that as well, because sometimes I see some funny and some interesting conversations about, obviously, that women who have been with men for a good few years and now the man's got this pressure to propose. As a woman, where do you stand with that, even just in general? Obviously not about you, but just in general, like, do you believe like a man and a woman should be together after being together for maybe like a good few years, whatever? Are you one of them people that feel that the man should
I think
propose?
anyone, man, woman, non-binary, anyone should be pressure-free. I don't think we should live up to these societal values, but I think you have to do what works for you. And I think within different cultures, there's also different expectations. So I think you just have to be upfront with whether you're in whatever culture, country.
Yeah.
I think it's just about, doing what works for you. In the last few months, both of my brothers have got engaged.
Congratulations to both of them.
Yeah, congratulations to them. It's a beautiful time, and they're both with someone that they truly love.
Congratulations to the princesses.
Amen.
Yeah, it's a fun time to be part of my family. We got 3 weddings.
Yeah.
3, stepsister getting married too. But I think that you just have to do what makes you happy.
For real, man.
2 of my role models, my aunt and uncle, they've been together since I was 4. They didn't get engaged. I think they got engaged maybe 10, 15 years later or something. They got married when I was about 19. 15 years. But they did it in their own time. They're still married. They've been together 30 odd years now. Showing my age. But
good,
they've been together such a long time and they just did it on their own terms. That's what happiness is, living on your own terms. Obviously respecting others, but you have to do what makes you happy.
Absolutely.
Like going through your journey, I'm gonna say fuck it, excuse my English. Like forget it. Fuck it, yeah. So basically, like going through most like your whole life, probably, obviously, you got to understand, you've probably been through like quite a few, obviously, difficult, moments, difficult challenges along the way. What's been one of the most like challenging things that you've had to like overcome through your journey?
Oh, I think scarcity.
Yeah.
Growing up in poverty, but also not necessarily knowing the things that if you come from other backgrounds you might have been taught. And I also think having chronic illness and being in the arts has been really, really tough. I would say learning that resilience and tapping into those people that love me has got me through those times, dark times, physical ailments, and also scary moments, really scary experiences that I've had. Taking time out where you don't really know where you're going or what's next, how you're going to get through, and feeling real despair. I think that I'm glad that I've got my family and my friends.
Oh my God, that sounds really amazing. And listen, not everybody. You see, like when we hear people like you, like talk. You're a free spirit. You're doing, like amazing things you've been doing for years. Like it's not easy. Not everybody's got. You got to understand, like not everybody's got this mentality. Because I've got this saying where it's like you can watch a professional at work and they can make it look so easy, but you need to understand that is a fucking professional at work. They just didn't just wake up and say, I'm going to do this and start doing it. They've had to put work in over the years, right? Like, you see this mentality that you've got, that, if you want to do this, you can do it. If you want to do that, you can do it. If you want to start this, you can start it, Do you remember, like, that moment where you actually started having that mentality? Because, like I said, you wasn't born like this. You've had to, grow up, go through certain, like, progresses, certain journeys through life to learn about yourself, what you can do, your limits, and all of these things. When did you start having this mentality of like, fuck it, I can actually do whatever I want, whatever I put my mind to? You get me?
I think both of my parents are grafters.
Big them up again.
Both of them are grafters, and they have both come up against things, done their best and worked through it. But I had a near-death experience at 19, just before my 19th birthday. And after overcoming that, I think that showed me life is for living. And that showed me that I can get through anything. I think that, I don't know, it takes time. It takes work to have self-belief. Lots of writing, journaling, lots of shadow work, self-work, healing, walking. But I think maybe my mid-20s. That's when I looked back and went, no, come on, you've got this. You can do anything.
Yeah.
With strategy as well.
Of course. There needs to be a plan, innit?
You gotta make a plan. You gotta always make a plan.
Yeah.
Execute it.
Yeah, and make a plan. And if the plan fails, it's okay because you've got another plan.
It's true. So you say like this mentality, complete switch came in your 20s, yeah?
I'd say I've always been like this, but I think I became more driven in my 20s when I realised who I was becoming. I think your 20s are really a time when you're learning who you are. And once you get into your late 20s, by then, early 30s, you've really kind of, you're you. You're always evolving, but the core values that make you, I think by then have been established.
Yeah. I mean, some people are nearly 50, but they're still learning about who they are. What do you say to them people?
We're always learning. As I said, if you're not learning, you're not living.
Yeah.
and there's no set time.
Yeah.
Some people know what they want to do.
Yeah.
Some people will never know what they want to do, and they're just going to keep trying different things.
Yeah.
Some people are academic, and they go to uni and they do a master's and they do a PhD, or they do another master's, and they're constantly doing courses, learning languages. Some people aren't. Some people go to work straight out of school, or they do vocational courses, or they're just not attuned to that. They're better with their hands.
Yeah.
So again, individuality. Find what works for you.
And the last one, like we're about to see, the back of 2024. Like, how is your mental health?
Ooh,
you can be honest.
That is the question.
We try, darling. But remember, like we usually say, you can be honest, or by the end of the day, you know what they say, the famous line, you can lie to us, but you can't lie to yourself, thank God. But I'd say we take pride here in terms of really like just checking out people's mental health, because that's the first fundamental. If you if you're not in a good place there, like we always say, all of these things that we try to do, like, it's quite difficult to still accomplish them. You get me? Mentally, you need to be right.
I agree.
You get me? So, how's your mental health?
I'd say
In
it's
all
better
honesty.
than it was at the beginning of the month.
Yeah.
Because I think there was a lot of uncertainty going into Christmas, trying to set things up and not really knowing how I'm going to do it. And what I've done is I've worked that out. So for me, I like to know where I'm going and have a clear plan and have a clear vision. And when things fall through that you can't plan for, then, you know, there's fear sets in, uncertainty sets in. But things are in place now.
Yeah.
Things are, moving. I'm feeling really hopeful. I'm feeling really positive. And my course is going fantastic.
Come
Sinking to
on.
Success. It's
There
going
you
really
go.
well.
Yeah.
That is it.
I'm really proud of my group.
That is
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Now, we love to hear that, man, because obviously, we also understand, obviously, we're only human, innit? That all of us are going to go through, you know, like during the year, during the months, where our mental health is going to go like this, innit? Up and down because of different circumstances, you get me? But I think it's always good to hear that, you know what? Last month I was there, kind of thing, but now I'm on the up again, you get me?
Yeah.
So may it continue, you get what I'm trying to say? Sophia, Sinclair, it's been an absolute pleasure, yeah?
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for making time for us. You get me? Like, it's been an absolute pleasure. You know, this conversation has been worth waiting for, because obviously, you know, we've been trying to make this conversation
We've
happen
been
for a little while, innit?
We've been going back and forth, but
Yeah,
Part 2 is coming soon, don't worry.
for sure.
yeah, absolutely.
I'll wrap the film and
Yeah.
then I'll come and give you all the
That's
juice.
it.
Absolutely. It'll be good, man. So yeah, man, all the best with, you know, like the rest that you've got remaining in terms of like wrapping up the film. And yeah, man, 2025 for all of us.
That's it.
Let's talk about big things, man. You get me?
Yeah.
Big things.
And great prosperity, man. That's
Yeah.
all we wish for. That's it.
It's going to be a fantastic year.
It's gonna be a movie.
It's always a movie.
25.
Come on. But yeah, Reality Team TV.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
2024.
Yeah.
Over and
Heading
out.
into
Peace and love.
2025.
25.
Let's go.
Come on. Shower man thing. Let me not
Yeah,
get
yeah.
carried away. But yeah, thank you so much.
That is it.
All good.